taking on the New York Jets.
Started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Don't jump. Ready? 331. 331. Right.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Here we go. 331. 331. Chip's clear. Right.
Off play action. Fields.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 77 yards. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Folk connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At their own 29-yard line. Working to put a drive together. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. They'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, he uses speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL's defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
2nd and 10.
handoff for Warren. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Here's 3rd and 7.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll try and do this himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Warren is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Let's go now. Go.
On to give. It's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jaylen Warren, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Hey,
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
331. Sit high.
Running left, it's Hall. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Fields. That is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Adnan Mitchell from 13 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Steelers 13.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Howard. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
19 tight.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, the Steelers call on Corliss Waitman to punt. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Breece Hall racing to the end zone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 84 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Howard. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Now run with Warren. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here we go, son. Go.
Give to Hall running right. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
58, this is cut. Hey, Ken. Right.
From the 50, here's Fields. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And now Nick Folk, his career-long 56 yards. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. Folks' kick is good. Charles, a new NFL record, 67 yards. There has never been one converted from that distance until this very moment. Unbelievable. Congratulations to him.
And, partner, there's no way you or I woke up today thinking, hey, we might see a 67-yard field goal made, let alone attempted. Congratulations. Great job. And remember, it all starts getting that kick away, because often it starts low. Usually that's when it can be tipped. Not in this case, a new NFL record.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to create a little Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Back to throw now on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howard. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry. Because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
26.
First throw now for the backup, Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And the Steeler first down.
Back north. 258. Jump out. Yeah, live. 150. Teammate. Take 30.
Rodgers again now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Yeah, 300. 258. Hey, 88. Hey, 626.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
15, 18. Inside. 26. Look at you.
Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Now Fields going to run. This one deep for Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got other heads, boy. All that drink, you got a chip. I be on my little mouse drip.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Howard. It's caught. It's Austin left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, 30 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Steelers 21. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, There he goes left side. And off the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Folk connects on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Howard. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Howard.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards.
Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion. But give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Back to throw. Howard. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Howard. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They run. It's Johnson. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This pass out wide to Hall.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a 4-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. Now Fields going to run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Green, Delta.
Here's Fields. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 10. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
To throw is Howard. Throwing to start the drive. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson. Go.
On play action, Fields. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. All right.
Play action. It's Fields. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jelani Woods, 36 yards. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over first and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Oh, good move. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 180 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Fields going to run. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Throwing to start the drive. Howard. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Howard. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Always looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, here we go, son. 158, get your cut. Tonight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Fields going to run. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
11. Here we go. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
Throwing to start the drive. Howard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard. is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth
There to make the grab. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. On for the extra point is Folk. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position.
Here's 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1.